I was presenting a cybersecurity proposal to a Fortune 500 board in San Francisco when my phone started vibrating with emergency alerts. 3 missed calls from Carlos Rivera, security director at Grandview Towers. 2 texts from my property manager. 1 voicemail marked urgent. I excused myself from the conference room and called Carlos back. Miss Chen, we have a major situation. Your sister Rachel is in the lobby with a moving truck, your parents, and what looks like your entire extended family. She's claiming the penthouse is family property and demanding immediate access. She says she's moving in today. I pulled up the building's security camera feed on my phone. The lobby was chaos. Rachel stood at the security desk gesturing wildly, surrounded by cardboard boxes, furniture wrapped in blankets, and at least 12 family members. My mother was crying. My father was arguing with Carlos. A moving crew stood by with dollies. It's Christmas Eve, Rachel was saying on the camera feed, her voice carrying. This is family property and we're using it for family. My sister doesn't even live here. Don't let anyone up, I said, my voice steady despite my racing heart. I'm sending legal documentation immediately. Give me 10 minutes. I returned to the board meeting, delivered my closing remarks, and excused myself permanently. In the Uber to the airport, I opened my laptop and accessed my legal files. The Grandview Towers penthouse. 3,200 square feet, corner unit, floor 42. Purchased 14 months ago for $2.4 million cash through my company, Apex Security Solutions LLC. 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, chef's kitchen, wraparound terrace with skyline views. And currently generating $8,500 per week through my luxury short-term rental company, Manhattan Elite Stays. I pulled up my booking calendar. A family from London, the Thorntons, had paid $17,000 for a 2-week Christmas holiday stay. Check-in was scheduled for tomorrow, December 25th at 2 p.m. They'd been planning this trip for 6 months. Rachel wasn't just trespassing on my property. She was about to destroy a confirmed paid booking worth $17,000. I called my real estate attorney, James Morrison, who answered despite it being Christmas Eve. James, I need an emergency restraining order and eviction notice. My sister is attempting to forcibly occupy my Grandview penthouse, claiming family ownership. I have paying guests checking in tomorrow. Send me everything. I'll file emergency motions within the hour. Are you in New York? San Francisco. I'm catching the next flight. I land at 11 p.m. I'll have security meet you with documentation. And Maya? This is going to get ugly. Family disputes always do. She made it ugly when she showed up with a moving truck to steal my property. I hung up and opened the family group chat I'd muted 6 months ago. 243 unread messages. I scrolled to the recent ones. Rachel, 3 days ago, big Christmas surprise for everyone. We're spending the holidays at Maya's penthouse. She's never there anyway. Total waste of an amazing space. Mom, how wonderful. Rachel works so hard, she deserves to enjoy the family apartment. Aunt Carol, the family apartment? I didn't know Maya shared ownership. Rachel, it's complicated, but basically Mom and Dad helped with the down payment years ago, so it's really a family investment. Maya just handles the paperwork. We all have rights to use it. My hands clenched around my phone. My parents hadn't contributed a single dollar to the penthouse. I'd purchased it outright with profits from Apex Security Solutions, the cybersecurity consulting firm I'd built from scratch over 8 years. Dad, 2 days ago, Rachel called the building. They're expecting us Christmas Eve. Can't wait to see this famous penthouse everyone talks about. Uncle Frank, does Maya know you're all moving in? Face with tears of joy. Rachel, Maya's in San Francisco for work. She's always traveling. The apartment sits empty 90% of the year. We're actually doing her a favor by using it. Someone should enjoy it. Mom, Rachel's right. Maya has so much and shares so little. It's time the family benefited from the success we all contributed to. I had invited them to the penthouse purchase celebration 14 months ago. The invitation explicitly said, "Join Maya Chen for Grandview Towers penthouse purchase celebration. A new chapter in real estate investment." Not a single family member attended. Rachel had texted, "Can't make it, too busy with real-life responsibilities. Not everyone can play real estate investor." I continued scrolling. Rachel, yesterday, reminder. Everyone meet at Grandview Towers tomorrow, Christmas Eve, at 10 a.m. Bring your stuff. We're doing Christmas in style this year. Maya's never even there, she won't care. She'd planned this for days. Coordinated it. Organized moving trucks and rallied the family. All for a property she had absolutely no legal right to. I booked a ticket on the next flight to JFK, leaving in 2 hours. Then I called my property management company, Manhattan Elite Stays. Jessica, this is Maya. Emergency situation with the Grandview penthouse. My sister is attempting unauthorized occupation. I need you to protect the Thornton booking at all costs. They've paid $17,000 and are flying in from London tomorrow. Oh my God. What do you need? Coordinate with building security. Document everything. If my sister somehow gains access, I need evidence for legal proceedings. And make sure the Thorntons never know any of this happened. On it. Maya, I'm so sorry. Family can be thieves when they decide your property is theirs. Thank you, Jessica. I sent James Morrison every document I had. The purchase agreement, the deed with my name as sole owner, my mortgage payoff confirmation, property tax records, rental income statements, and screenshots of every family chat message where Rachel claimed ownership she didn't have. Then I sent one message to the family chat before muting it again. The Grandview penthouse is not family property. I purchased it for $2.4 million with MY money from MY company. The deed has MY name, sole owner, no co-signers, no family trust. Rachel has no legal right to access it. Legal action is in progress. Remove yourselves from the building immediately. I boarded my flight without checking for responses. I landed at JFK at 10:47 p.m. James Morrison met me outside baggage claim with a leather folder. Judge Marcus approved the emergency restraining order at 9 p.m. Here's everything. He handed me documents. Rachel Chen is prohibited from entering Grandview Towers or coming within 500 feet of the property. Violation results in immediate arrest. Building security has copies. NYPD has been notified. Did she get inside? No. Security held firm. She spent 6 hours in the lobby demanding access. She claimed everything from family ownership to emergency tenant rights to having a verbal agreement with you. None of it held up against the deed. Where is she now? She left around 8 p.m. with your parents and the moving truck. But Maya, she called the police herself. Claimed you illegally locked her out of her home. Officers arrived, reviewed the ownership documents, and told her she was trespassing. She became hysterical. Started screaming that you were ruining Christmas and destroying the family. Good. Maybe she'll think twice before attempting fraud next time. There's more. James pulled out his phone showing me a video. This is from building security cameras. The video showed Rachel in the Grandview lobby, red-faced and crying, surrounded by family and boxes. She stole this penthouse from the family. My parents helped with her career. She owes us. That apartment should be ours. My mother appeared in frame hugging Rachel. Maya's always been selfish. Ever since she got money, she forgot where she came from. My father stood behind them, arms crossed. When we gave her that money for her business startup, we expected her to remember family. Instead, she hoards everything. The startup money he referenced was a $15,000 loan 8 years ago, which I'd repaid in full with interest within 18 months. It had nothing to do with the penthouse I'd purchased last year with completely separate funds. They're rewriting history, I said. They're building a narrative, James corrected. Rachel's already posted on social media. Want to see? He showed me Rachel's Facebook post, uploaded 3 hours ago. Heartbroken on Christmas Eve. My sister called the police on me and my family, including our elderly parents and small children, and had us forcibly removed from the family apartment because she wants to keep it all for herself. She's chosen money and property over family love. I'm devastated but trying to stay strong for my kids. This is what greed does to people. Crying face, broken heart, #family matters, #Christmas sadness. 347 comments. Most sympathetic. A few from people who knew me questioning Rachel's version. Let her post, I said. I have security footage, legal documents, and rental income records that prove she's lying. If she keeps this up, we'll add defamation to the charges. James drove me to Grandview Towers. It was nearly midnight. Carlos was still on duty, looking exhausted. Miss Chen, I apologize for the chaos today. Your sister was persistent. You did exactly right, Carlos. Thank you for holding the line. She tried everything. Tears, anger, legal threats, calling you selfish and cruel. Your mother offered me $5,000 to just let them up for one night. Your father said you'd authorized it and I was being difficult. Rachel claimed she had keys, she didn't, and tried to get past the security desk twice. Is everything secure now? New access codes on your penthouse elevator. Extra security monitoring overnight. The Thornton family can check in tomorrow without any issues. I rode the elevator to floor 42 and unlocked my penthouse. Everything was pristine, untouched. Floor-to-ceiling windows framed the Manhattan skyline glittering with Christmas lights. The space I'd worked for, saved for, purchased myself. Rachel had tried to take it with lies and manipulation. My phone buzzed. The family group chat had erupted again. 547 messages since my flight. I didn't open it. Christmas morning, the Thornton family arrived at 2 p.m. sharp. Parents, 3 children, grandmother, all beaming with excitement about their New York holiday. Jessica from Manhattan Elite Stays handled the check-in personally. They had no idea anything had happened. This is spectacular. Mrs. Thornton gasped at the view. Worth every penny. I'd moved my things to my smaller 2-bedroom property in Brooklyn, one of 4 investment properties I owned in New York. I'd stay there until the Thorntons' rental period ended. My phone showed 73 missed calls from family members. I blocked all of them. James Morrison sent an update that afternoon. Rachel filed a complaint with Housing Court claiming illegal eviction from her primary residence. It was dismissed within an hour. She's never lived at Grandview and has no documentation supporting any tenancy claim. The judge was not amused. She's been warned about filing frivolous claims. On December 26, my mother appeared at my Brooklyn apartment. I have no idea how she got the address. Maya, open this door right now. We need to talk about what you did. I called building security instead of answering. There's an unauthorized person at my door. Please remove her. My mother's voice rose. I'm your mother. You owe me respect. That penthouse should be available to family. Rachel has 2 children in a cramped apartment while you have all this space you don't even use. Security arrived. My mother left, still shouting about my selfishness. That evening, Rachel posted another Facebook update. Update. My sister not only had us removed on Christmas Eve, but she's now hiding and refusing all family contact. She's prioritizing money, renting the apartment to strangers for profit. Over her own flesh and blood. Our mother tried to talk to her today and was treated like a criminal. I don't recognize my sister anymore. Money really does change people. Broken heart. I screenshot the post and sent it to James. Is this defamation? Borderline. She's not stating provable lies, just her interpretation. But keep documenting. If she claims you don't own the property or that you stole it, that's actionable. 2 days later, Uncle Frank sent a private message that bypassed my blocks. Maya, I stayed out of the Christmas Eve drama, but I looked into this. You really do own that penthouse outright? Rachel's been telling everyone your parents co-signed and it's technically family property. I responded, I own it 100%. Purchased with my money from my company. Deed has only my name. Rachel lied to justify trespassing. Check the county property records if you don't believe me. Holy shit. She's been lying to everyone. Your parents too. Yes. I'm sorry, Maya. For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing. You can't let people steal your property just because you're related. It was the first supportive message from family I'd received in weeks. New Year's Eve, the Thornton family sent flowers to my Brooklyn address with a note. Thank you for the most magical New York holiday. The penthouse was absolute perfection. We're booking again for next Christmas. They'd left a 5-star review. Stunning property, immaculate condition, incredible views. Host was professional and accommodating. Highly recommend. $17,000 for 2 weeks. $442,000 annually from the Grandview penthouse alone. Part of a real estate portfolio worth $8.7 million that I'd built through my cybersecurity firm's profits and strategic property investments. All mine. Legally, financially, completely. Rachel posted one final Facebook update on January 2nd. New Year's resolution. Focusing on people who actually value family. Some relatives choose property over relationships. I choose love. My kids don't need a fancy penthouse. They have a mother who prioritizes what matters. Red heart. Aunt Carol commented, "So proud of you, Rachel. Family is everything." Someone else commented, "Wait, I'm confused. Did your sister actually own the apartment or not?" Rachel never responded to that question. The post was deleted 6 hours later. 3 months after Christmas Eve, the restraining order remained active. Rachel couldn't come within 500 feet of Grandview Towers. She tried to negotiate through a lawyer for family access visitation. Denied. She'd asked for rental consideration at family rates. Denied. She'd suggested I gift her the penthouse for the children's sake. Absolutely denied. My parents sent one final letter in February. "Maya, we raised you better than this. Family shares. Family helps each other. Your father and I helped you through college and supported your career. Now you have multiple properties and won't share even one. Rachel's children are growing up in a cramped apartment while you have excess space. We're disappointed in the person you've become. Until you remember the importance of family, we think it's best we don't communicate." I didn't respond. The Grandview Penthouse is currently booked solid through December 2025 at rates ranging from $8,500 to $12,000 weekly depending on season. The Thorntons reserved next Christmas at $19,000. A tech CEO is taking it for all of July at $10,000 weekly. My 4 New York properties generated $891,000 in rental income last year. I'm expanding to Miami and Austin next quarter. Rachel tells anyone who'll listen that I stole a family apartment and abandoned my relatives for money. My parents tell their friends I'm too successful to care about family anymore. But the deed still shows my name. Sole owner. No co-signers. No family trust. No shared ownership. The property records don't lie even when family does. Last week I drove past Grandview Towers and looked up at floor 42. My penthouse. The one I earned. The one I bought. The one Rachel tried to steal with moving trucks and tears and Facebook posts. The Marshalls didn't arrive with Santa on Christmas Eve, but they arrived with something better. Legal documents, court orders, and the ironclad protection of property law. Rachel wanted a luxury Christmas in my penthouse. She got a restraining order instead. I wanted to protect my investment and my paying guests. Mission accomplished. Sometimes the best Christmas gift is boundaries wrapped in legal documentation. The Thorntons sent me a card in March. "Thank you again for the magical Christmas. We're counting down to next year." That's the kind of family, the chosen kind, that actually matters. My penthouse. My deed. My success. No moving truck can change that.